Hey guys, welcome back to Calmwithin.
So today we were really excited to film, and once we started assembling everything, our mics actually broke.
Yeah. So today you guys won't be seeing us using our mics, and we will actually be yelling on the camera.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's just gonna be a normal, fun conversation. Actually, we plan to do podcasts many times, but it just never worked. We prepared everything, and then actually we were planning to film yesterday, but the mics weren't working. So I thought, okay, let's just see and do it tomorrow. So today we came back. Yesterday night it was working fine, and then today it wasn't working again, and the USB plug chip broke, and all that stuff happened, and we were just getting stressed out. But we were like, you know what? We want to do this. Let's just get it over with and have fun.
Yeah, especially because for us, where we're from, school starts in a week.
So not even in a week. Next Wednesday.
Yeah. So it's this close. So we wanted to make sure that we at least put some episodes
in. So yeah.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about codependent people and why they feel the need to always depend on others when it comes to relationships and friendships.
Yes, and we want to go in more depth into the smallest details that affects relationships, drama, and friendships, and even your peace, because you don't want to spend the rest of your life depending on other people, because that's just not how life works, and you have to learn how to be with yourself
and sustain yourself.
Yes, and it's actually kind of hard when you've spend almost your entire life people pleasing in a way, and you just don't know how to spend even the first 5 minutes of your life with yourself. And we want to get into more depth in it, and a lot of it goes into friendships actually, and how to manage people and yourself too.
And I also want to add, I feel like this is perfect for, people our age, because we're entering the stages where we're going to have to do things alone. Especially, for me, junior year of high school, I'm going to be alone through almost all of it when it comes to studying and doing a lot of extracurriculars. And throughout all that, it can be so stressful because you don't have somebody on your shoulder being like, it's okay, Jisha, you got this. You have to realize at some point you have to be motivating yourself to do things.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be there with you.
Yeah. And obviously you'll have your friends who got your who are your emotional support, but
you can't
there's
rely
so
on
many
them.
things in life, right? And you can't just rely on them. For example, my friend, actually, we kind of got this inspiration to do this topic from her, as her ex-friend kind of was very reliant. Means she needed a lot of emotional support. She needed a ear to talk about, to just rant about her problems, and she relied way too much on it. And when a lot of people go through everything on their own, right? So to rely on someone else and expecting that person to understand everything is kind of hard.
Yeah. And for me personally, I've actually met also some people who have been codependent. I would say that I've had these traits too, but it wasn't necessarily that I needed friends always with me. It's just that I felt like sometimes I didn't want to do things alone, Yeah. It was so simple. It would be me entering a shop, and I'd
be scared.
Yeah, I would literally be like, hey, can you come with me? Going somewhere alone and putting myself out there, and being a single person for myself has been so hard for me.
Yeah.
Because I have to be confident in myself to put myself out there instead of having a group of people to support you all the time.
Yeah. And it's totally fine to feel comfortable and you wanting someone to be with you. That's totally fine. But personally, I used to be such an extrovert, right? And I used to have a lot of friends. And me and my sister moved to like my family moved from Coppell, like Texas, another part of Texas, to another part because my parents were buying a house and all that. And that meant that I had to go to a new school in the middle of the year of 8th grade. I was honestly terrified, but I didn't care much about it. So it was fine. But the fact that me and my sisters sat in lunch alone for the entire year, that taught me a lot. And I realized that I don't need a bunch of people around me as long as I'm with myself. So I don't know, I just spent a lot of time with myself throughout those days because, you know, I didn't meet a lot of good people, I guess, like not the real ones until I met Jigisha. And those people also started to grow on me that I didn't fit in much. And honestly, I didn't fit in with anyone almost. A lot of people didn't like me either. So I realized that I had to put all the work on myself and to improve and to actually be confident with myself. And I was insecure for so long. Like I still am till this day, but I'm comfortable with myself. I actually love myself. So you have to learn a lot, but before that, you have to go through every toxic crap that gets in your way to learn, you know?
And also, I want to say one thing about, because I've actually seen how Tanvi has progressed in school.
Yeah.
Because I was also there when she had like commentary about her, and me too, because I spent time with her.
Yeah.
So people would comment about like anybody associated with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like rumors.
Rumors, like, and all those things. And so basically, I remember like I think freshman year, I think that's when it was like a little bit escalated, and we were kind of like, how do we get by so many people talking bad about us? How do we, you know, go to sophomore year and, you know, and kind of revive from that? But I've actually seen, I think Tanvi, like I've seen her like make new friends and talk to new people. And I actually think that she got more friends like this year. I actually saw her like, getting more friends.
To be honest, it's always been very easy for me to talk to people. I actually really like talking to people, but I don't know, after like 8th grade and 9th grade, I got really scared to talk to people. I always thought I was an extrovert, but I started becoming very introverted. Like I liked my space. But we're gonna get into more detail about how other people who haven't experienced that, don't know how to be vulnerable by themselves, because it's actually really hard when you spend your entire life. And the reason a lot of people do this is because they think nobody understands them. Right?
Exactly.
Right? Nobody understands me, so I want to seek more people and I want to make other people understand me. But in reality, you have to understand yourself.
Exactly.
Right? You have to respect yourself and be like, hey, if I know myself, if I know if I'm doing this stuff right, and if I like this, then so be it. And nobody has to come into my life and say this is wrong, because that's also people pleasing, but also you have to accept yourself.
And I also think that like if you're somebody who struggles like putting yourself out there, you have to realize the problem isn't just other people not accepting you, it's yourself, like Tanvi said. And that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that you might have traits that some people just don't like, but leave those people. You know what I mean? Like for me, I think what helped me stop being codependent on people who had so many opinions about me, I will say that I used to be friends with people who talk bad about me still. And the reason why I was with them and I still wanted to be friends with them is because I wanted to show them that I'm not actually who they think I am. But then I realized, like, why am I putting so much attention on people who don't like me when I have like so many people who love me?
They're not worth your time. And no matter how many times we've said this, it's literally so true though.
You choose like who you can think about. You have like so little time on this earth. Just think about the people who you actually care about. You know? And I'm not saying in a sense where,
like, you have a really close friend, for example, and I'm not saying, also detach from them and be like, I need to be with myself. You need people in your life. You need close friends. And that there are people who actually understand you. So when people understand you, you don't have to act in any sort of way. You don't have to keep any of the boundaries, because you know that they know and they want to get to know you and they respect you in every way. So you have to that's when you'll realize what a real friend is and not a real person, like who actually cares about you. And yeah.
Okay, so a common trait of somebody who's codependent is the need to be reassured all the time. And I actually have like a story on this. Basically, when I was, I think in like middle school, there was this girl, and she, me and her used to be like pretty close. Sort of like we were pretty close. We grew up together, and we kind of fell apart just because I made kind of like new friends, and I kind of just moved on from the friendship, even though like I respected her, nothing in between.
Yeah.
But the thing with her, when I made new friendships, she would be jealous of my other friends. And
she'd start hating them?
Yes. She would actually straight up tell me to my face that she doesn't like, not that she doesn't like them, she'd be like, I get jealous seeing you with them. And what she would say, she would try to kind of make it seem like our friendship was a big deal. And so if I ever make any new friends, I'm kind of like, you know, not being loyal to her.
In a way, like dating?
Yeah, honestly, she made it kind of seem like that, which was a little bit like, she was trying to be controlling of the friendship. And I personally just thought she always needed to be reassured, even though I didn't even want to. I kind of moved on from her. And she was kind of forcing her friendship on me because she wanted my reassurance. Because, in fact, like, there was nothing in our friendship. Like, there was nothing. But she just thought it was because she just likes the fact of having somebody there listening to her. So she would always, like, rant to me about random things, even though I personally did not even care. I just wanted to move on with my life. But I think for her, she just found it secure to have somebody to talk to, but she wasn't even looking at my perspective.
Yeah.
She was being selfish towards all of that.
Yeah, and that's not bad when you want attention, when you're seeking it, but the thing is, that's a selfish level if you really look at it, because you also have to think about how the other person is feeling and what their perspective is before delving into yours.
Exactly, because I had no problem with her telling me how she felt, but like she never
acknowledged your feelings.
Yeah, because sometimes I would just be tired of it. I would walk into school and she would just she was also a big crier. So she would cry all the time, and she kind of wanted like people to support her all the time. So this was basically back in my like middle school in California. So she would cry all the time, and she needed support. And that's okay though. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you can't expect me to comfort you all the time. I don't have time for that. And I was going through stuff too. You know?
Yeah.
And she kind of made, like, every situation about her. Like, we will all be in a lunch table, and she will just start crying. And half the people don't even know her, but they feel forced to comfort her and tell her things. Because, obviously, when you see somebody crying, you don't just leave them.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have to be, like, able to do that.
Yeah.
And none of us wanted her to feel bad.
Yeah.
It's just that we were so uncomfortable, we were forced to comfort her.
Yeah. Okay, I would also like to add on to this because she already told me about this stuff, because obviously like we talk a lot, but the thing is, like, it's not only about like reassurance. Obviously, and anyone wants reassurance, right? But the thing is, it came to the point where on the most random days she used to like directly like contact Jigisha and being like, are we still best friends?
Yeah.
Do you
Sorry.
Yeah. Do you still are we still best friends? Like, I hope everything's fine and all that stuff. It was just like very possessive in a way.
Yeah.
I thought.
And it was kind of scary for me.
Yeah. Because to be honest, like me and Jigisha, like, we have so many other friends out there, like outside of just us, right? But we don't go each other, be like, bro, like, Are we in good terms?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Am I still your best friend? No,
Exactly.
because we know, like, we are comfortable.
We're
like,
chill.
we're chilling. Like, and we know that no matter how, like, no matter what goes on, we're still gonna care about each other.
Yeah,
and we're still gonna be there for each other.
Because we're not dependent on each other.
Yeah.
We just respect each other and we're good friends.
Yeah.
Friendship should never go past, if you're depending on somebody outside of, like, friendships, especially in school, they're never supposed to cross lines between, like, just staying in school, you know?
Yeah. Because we both are, like, friends out of school, too.
Yeah,
like, because we're neighbors and all that.
Exactly.
So we're not dependent on each other, but we care about each other and we love being with each other. That's completely different than, like, being dependent means, like, you constantly want to be with that person because you're just depending. And
I feel like, okay, for us, the way we care about each other, it's reciprocated, right?
Yeah.
There's no imbalance. We're balanced when we're together. But I feel like for the girl that I was talking about, I don't even think that she even cared about me that much. I think that she kept on thinking about me, so she, like, made it seem like our friendship was real. Even though it wasn't, just because she thought of it like that.
Oh.
And kept on thinking about it and kind of, like, she was very delusional, in my opinion. Because she knows. I'm a person who you can read. You know, if I'm uncomfortable, you can see that. I've shown to her that I felt uncomfortable when she talked to me like that, when she forced her friendship onto me. And I feel like she just dismissed it.
Yeah.
Even though I know she knows that I was uncomfortable. She just dismissed it.
Yeah, I'd like to add on to that. So, a random person, like my friend's friend, like they're not friends anymore, but the reason that they stopped becoming friends is that apparently the other friend needed some type of respect. Like you're not, so okay, that person always, okay, the other friend, okay, she always respected her other friend and always was there for her. I mean, always, every single time. She used to, like, not, like, it was exam time, okay? She used to, like, not study. One day she just gave up, like, I'm not gonna study, because this other friend started having a really, I don't know, like, she probably had a breakup with her relationship or something like that, and she was just very depressed or, like, sad and just crying, and she instead of studying for the exam next day, she actually went and comforted her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This girl didn't see any of that. But she cared so much. She was like, I'm the only friend and I really want to help her because I love her as my friend and all that. Amazing friends, by the way. But things started to drift apart. She started to become very insecure and not emotionally stable. And this person was a little more mature, and not in a bad way, but, like, a little more, like, understanding, who knew how to handle stuff. And this person did not know how to do that. Guess what started to happen? This person started to actually act very dependent on it. Like, oh my gosh, I need you right now, something bad happened. And this person always just used to give in. Every single time.
Okay.
She always used to give in. She's also wrong in that part because
she's not standing up for herself.
Standing up for herself, right? You're just letting someone use you, right? And that's not right. So it got to a very bad point where the person who needed so much emotional support started to think this person as a bad person.
Wow. Because
as a bad person means, like, oh yeah, like, you never cared about me, like, you always disrespected me, you were just never there for me.
Even though she showed up to her
every single time. It's because, you know why? This person envied, kind of, like, her friend. And the reason, because, like, this person was a little older. 2 years older than this person, right? Than her. So then, like, when you have an age gap, some people might seek more, like, oh yeah, I'm your elder, so you should respect me. That was her mindset. And
you're friends with the younger one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was never I'm friends with the younger one. And she was never, like, she never thought about it in that way. And she always, like, it's when you're friends, you're just friends. right? It doesn't matter what age you are, right?
Yeah.
There's many friendships that have like complete different age gaps, but they respect each other. But this was not about respect. She was just envying because this person, the younger one, was more emotionally stable, means she knew how to handle stuff more than the older one. So she's like, when you envy someone, you completely turn negative.
Yeah.
Like, on a complete negative perspective.
No matter what you do.
Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, like, she just started blackmailing her full on. I don't even know if blackmailing is the right word, but like, she apparently, okay, so basically she used all her feelings out. See, her emotions were always valid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone's emotions are always valid. They're never wrong or right. But
The way
she expressed it in a way, she expressed it in a very violent way. Not in a nice way at all. It's like she explained it.
What do you mean violent?
Like, violent means like she explained the words were abusive type.
Oh, okay, so she was being...
It was not nice at all. The words were not nice. She expressed her feelings by blaming someone else instead of making her own feelings valid. So what this person thought, oh my god, like, she's saying all this stuff to me. Obviously you'll get hurt when someone's saying all this stuff to you. Like, you never cared for me. You're so this, you're so that. That's why this person never saw her actual feelings, because the way she was expressing it, she didn't feel like those feelings were valid enough.
Yeah, because she was... So, I'm just hearing the story just now. So, what I'm getting, this older friend, she kept on, even though she was going through things and she just needed support, the way she was telling her friend was in a way that, like, you don't care enough for me. Why are you not helping?
Oh, she was putting all the blame on her.
Oh, for all her problems?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, wow.
She was, yeah, that's the thing. When you're feeling something, they're always valid. But when you express it in a way where it actually hurts the other person, when they've cared for you so much, that's wrong. Mm-hmm. You need to know how to communicate your feelings, because nobody wants to hear you nag about the other. If you want someone to hear about your feelings, you don't want them to nag about you don't want them to blame you, right? Because you're seeking support and emotional support. In fact, you're not giving what they want. What they want. It's kind of confusing. It is, because I'm talking about two different people right now. But I hope you guys get the point at the end of the day.
Yeah. But I feel like so what happened after that? Are they still friends or no?
Because the younger one chose to choose herself in this moment, being like, hey, like, I still care about you a lot, but this is getting too much and it feels very one-sided to me. Like, I put my all into this friendship and you still just, no matter what I'm gonna try to say, you're still gonna argue with me about it. Mm-hmm. And you won't accept your mistakes. That's the thing. She never accepted her mistakes. She always kept on ranting about her. So they decided, the older one specifically said bye, like, goodbye, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And the younger one was like, okay, fine, like, bye, I'm glad. Thank you for giving me all this friendship and all these amazing times, but I'm going to choose myself this time, because this is it got very toxic, that's the thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think the older friend, I think she didn't realize that some problems your friends can't fix. Because, like, for me and Tonvi, I'll tell her some of my problems, but I know she can't fix them. She's only, like, 15 years old.
You just need attention,
like comfort.
Comfort.
You know, when I'm going through a hard time, I'll just be like, hey, Tonvi, like, this is what happened. And she'll be like, bro, like, it's okay. Like, what friends are supposed to do?
We try to relate to each other to feel comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah. And, like, when I hear that she's like, maybe I've also been having a bad day, like, I can relate, I feel more heard and I feel more safe.
Relatable.
Exactly, because I can relate. Yeah. That's how friendship should be. Yeah. Friendship should never be dependent on a point where you think your friend can solve your problems.
And you're blaming them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just turned out to be very toxic. And, like, they both were going through very hard times too.
Yeah, that's why, like, if they both were going through bad things, they should have mutually came together and be like, we're going through so much bad things, let's just have fun together. Mm-hmm.
And it was, like, on and off. Like, they wanted to, like, the older one wanted to take breaks, and like, they kept on being like, hey, and then bye, hey, bye, hey, bye. So it was just like, yeah, this is not right. Like, they're not for each other because one is getting used and one is randomly it is not themselves right now. They need to fix their life. They need to get to know themselves first. That's the thing. You can't be in relationships or friendships when
you don't have stability yourself.
Yeah, yourself. Because if you can't handle yourself, you won't be able to handle anyone else. That's the thing.
And like, even though like I'm not fully like stable right now, but I will say I'm stable enough to the point where I never would put my problems onto Tanvi.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't either.
Yeah.
And we both go through.
We all have our lives.
Yeah.
It's friendships are your comfort place, your reassurance places, not to rant about. I mean, yeah, you can rant about your life, but like not to the point that the other person can get affected by it.
And I feel like for some people who are so codependent, they think that friendships and relationships are so important. They have like a person.
I mean, friendships are important.
They are important. I'm saying like they're too attached to people.
Like they can't let go.
Yeah. If you can't let go, that is such a big problem.
Well, yeah, like if I'm close with someone, I can't let go. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But you're saying it in a way where like you need to be with them like 24/7, like this, like, you know.
Yeah. But also, I feel like if you can't let go, like I was talking about the situation earlier when the girl just forced her friendship onto me, even though I kind of moved on. She should have realized that I'm not as close to her, and I feel like she should have reciprocated that and just been chill with me instead of trying to like attach me to her and kind of tell me like, we've been friends for so many years, like what is happening, like what happened that's wrong. Like nothing happened. It's just I want to move on and just be like regular with you, but I don't want to be super close to you because I'm
obsession.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they were so obsessed with me. Because we like for a good year, like I kind of like moved on, but like randomly in the summer she just texted me and she was like, hey, I like what happened, like you're my best friend. And I'm like, we haven't talked for like a whole year.
Yeah.
You know? Like I just don't understand
and
it.
friendships are always two-sided.
Yeah.
Both of them have to put the same amount of effort.
And same with hate, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I see some people like they hate on somebody so much, it's not worth it if the other person doesn't hate you back. You know?
Wait, what?
Because I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say is hate should always be reciprocated. If you're hating on someone who doesn't even care about you, that's just you wasting your time.
So you both have to hate each other?
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying there's no point of hating somebody who doesn't care about you.
Oh yeah. What's the point? Why are you wasting your hate energy on someone who doesn't even care?
Exactly. And so
use it on someone who actually does care and get in a fight.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is there should be a valid reason why you hate somebody if you do.
Yeah, you can't just hate for no random reason. Oh yeah, one time you just saw when someone randomly doing something that gave you the ick and now you hate them. Like what?
Exactly.
I don't get it. You need to have a whole big argument or like something really bad going on. Then you can hate that person. You can't just do it for no reason. And when people say, "Oh yeah, I just hate people for fun," that means you have nothing going on, bro. Exactly. Like, why do you want to waste your time? And when you have nothing for fun, like, what's the point?
Exactly. And so,
you're not clocking it, are you?
You're not clocking it. I'm saying I'm busy. But basically, the girl that I keep on talking about, she is still like till this day like telling me to be friends with her, and I just hope that like. In my mindset, I'm just like waiting to graduate and like never see her.
But okay, I see it, but at the same time, the other person who doesn't want to be friends, why can't they just go to why can't you just go to them and be like, bro, like I don't want to be friends anymore, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're asking me like, why can't I go? Yeah. So the reason why I can't really tell her to stop being friends with me is because she has connections with like other people that I know.
And then she'll like crap talk you?
Yeah, she's a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So if I stopped talking to her, I think that she would just start creating rumors about me, maybe hate on some of my friends too. And
okay.
I think I'm not even mad at her. I think she just needs to find herself because she's not
First, yeah.
she's not emotionally stable at all. Like people in my middle school, if you they have countless experiences when she was just too emotional for them to handle. And
probably because she's not
confident at all.
Or maybe maybe she's not close with their family, so she finds someone
I'm not
outside of
I don't know
the family.
her family that well. This friend of mine is actually pretty distant. Like she's actually best friends with someone else too, but that was in middle school. So and also like that was in middle school too. But I've just thought about it occasionally, and because for me, like I never react like that. I never react like that. If Tanvi if I saw Tanvi and she was moving on from me and she found new friends, this wouldn't happen because we're chill. Like this, like the thing with me is because we have no problems.
Yeah.
But hypothetically speaking, if that did ever happen,
are you ever gonna come and fix it or not?
No, but like but like if you were still respectful towards me, I would be fine with that. Because I don't like arguing about stuff like that.
Yeah, but would you like try to fix it?
Okay, the difference is because we're actually close.
Yeah.
So
it'd be hard to like let go, right?
Me and that girl have never actually been close.
Yeah.
We were just like pretty like close classmates, but like not as close as we are. So like if that did happen, I would talk to you. Because I do care about you.
And you would try to like make the friendship work.
But I don't really care about my friendship with her because I've moved on.
Yeah.
And I know that my personality and her personality, we can't be more than just regular friends. We can't be best friends.
That's why like people come and go. They're not forever.
Yeah.
That shows really like a lot.
Yeah.
Like you'll just have to be with like it's like you guys are not even in the same world, but like always like, together, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and for me, like I think one thing about like people I also had codependency traits, but it wasn't necessarily like I needed people. I didn't want people to go. And I have like I didn't want people to go. And I would say like this one time happened, like I was talking to somebody, they were my friend, and everything was fine actually. I was really happy and we were having a good time. But I realized after about 2 weeks, they started drifting apart and they started talking bad about me actually. And I really liked them as a friend. And it really hurt me when that happened. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about like a particular experience that I had when it comes to like kind of just like friendships and codependency. So in the beginning of the school year, in freshman year, I had this friend and she was really nice. We became friends through a class. I actually never knew her, but this was my first time meeting her. She was so like nice. I know I said that already, but like we got so close so unexpectedly. Like when I first saw her, I was like, she just seems like a regular classmate
person.
But I think that we were partnered up for a specific like activity, and we started talking to each other, and we realized that we had like so much in common.
Yeah.
And I never expected her to have things in common to me because she kind of looks like somebody that I normally don't approach. I would be like kind of intimidated to talk to her because she kind of seems like she
popular?
Not necessarily popular, but she kind of like looked like she might have been like judgmental towards people.
Okay, yeah.
But when I talked to her, she was actually really nice to me. She was really funny, and I think I'm pretty funny too. So like we would like just like conversate, talk, laugh a lot, and even to this day, I feel like if I talk to her now, I feel like we'd still have like fun conversations because like our personalities, like she changes when other people are here, and that's the reason why I kind of like distance myself from her.
Not realistic enough.
Yeah, because like even though like it was fun being friends with her, like I knew it, like our friendship wouldn't last because when I was with her, we would just be so close and we'd have so much fun and like talk, and it would be so fun. But if somebody else came, she would kind of act like she wasn't as close to me, and that I wasn't like that important.
Okay, so she liked you as a friend, but she was very people pleasing, so she wanted to like show that. Okay, in her perspective, I'm not saying this in like a bad way, right? In her perspective, she's like, okay, she's not like that popular enough, so like I need to talk with more popular kids. So like I'm gonna go and talk to them, and I still like her as a friend. So I'm gonna talk to her because she's very fun to talk with. But then when other people are on, she's not my friend. Like that.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kinda, not really. It's not like high school, like the 90s high school where popular.
Yeah, no. It's not like in the movies. Like no, the way she did it wasn't like that dramatic.
Yeah.
But I would notice the change, and plus like I kind of just like it was really natural how I kind of distanced myself away from her.
Very.
It wasn't even like
it was meant to happen like that.
It was just meant to happen because she just got new friends too.
Yeah.
So, and I never hung out with her outside of school. So she kind of just like, we just drifted apart. She just got more friends, and I kind of just stayed in my circle. But I was still like kind to her. But I came to find out that she was telling people
rumors.
Not necessarily. I feel like some of the things were kind of true what she was saying about me because it was personal things. I just didn't want them out.
Because when you talk to when you're friends with someone and they tell you something deep, like personal, you're not supposed to go to other people and tell them about that. There's a reason why they tell you and say you don't tell this to anyone, right? So when that happened. So that person actually told a bunch of people about her personal thing, and it was very hurtful.
For me, it hurt not because she told like somebody my personal thing, but because like she didn't care about my friendship enough, or like even though we did drift apart, I never would. She's told me personal things too, but I would have never like had the intention of going out and telling people because I was fine with her, and so I think that since she got more friends and
she changed a lot.
She changed. Yes.
Very fake. Not like fake means like bro fake.
Okay, look, I would say that I don't blame her because if I was in her position,
you would do the same.
I would not talk bad about me, but I would probably change with the people. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
if I got new friends, I'd hang out with them, but I wouldn't like say bad things. But I'm not really surprised that she said that about me. I was just more like, just why? Because I was just disappointed because the only thing it brought was me being hurt and feeling uncomfortable. And I feel like, and actually what happened after that year, she kind of started talking to me again, and she was like, I miss you so much, like I miss when we were friends, hi. And I just knew that she just wasn't it. And like no matter how much like she would say like I miss you, like I knew she didn't. And the time where she said I miss you was when other people kind of started noticing that she was kind of I'm not gonna lie, the way the people that she surrounds herself with always have mixed opinions about her. And so whenever they have something mixed opinions about her, she would just come towards me. Yeah. But we've completely stopped talking now. So
that's good.
Yeah.
But like they're still nice to each other. It's not like they're like super like making a fight in the hallway.
Oh yeah. Like even now, like if I see her in person, I literally am totally fine with her.
Yeah.
Because that stuff happened like I'm not gonna lie, that happened a long time ago.
Yeah, and you know what? We're humans. We evolve and grow, and it's fine. We forgive but not forget.
yeah. Forgive but not forget. And yeah, she's just doing her own thing now. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if she changed. And that's none of my business.
Yeah, we have way more stuff going on in life, and not everyone is just meant to be in our precious little life.
Yeah. So like anybody going through anything like that where somebody's saying something about you, I'm just telling you right now, like you're not alone.
And you'll meet a lot of better people.
Like I'm telling you, like one thing that I want people my age to understand, just like trust the process, because that year that I was talking about, when that girl was talking bad about me, one of my worst years.
Oh yeah, it was
one of my personal worst years.
Oh, it was okay. See, 9th grade freshman year, it was like mentally, not mental. I don't know. Like
it was challenging.
We had to. It was a very growth year.
Yeah.
Like we grew a lot. Like
from
mentally.
Freshman year to sophomore year, like
a big change. Oh my god, such a big change.
Yeah, and honestly, I just obviously like I can't go back to my freshman year self and be like, just trust the process. But now, like, if anything bad happens to me like that, like somebody talks bad about me, I'm just going to like live it out.
Yeah. Oh my god, freshman year, like drama wise was the worst. Like I lost myself in it, like fully, and then I had to regrow. But like sophomore year, I knew
we kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, we were kind of codependent on, not like codependent, we never really knew this group.
Yeah.
But we wanted to be a part of this group. This freshman year. So basically,
because when you feel left out,
we felt okay. So like, I know we've been talking about a lot of experiences this episode. But what we're talking about right now, basically in freshman year, when I first moved to the community, and I think the twins, you guys were like a little bit new, not too new. Were you guys?
We were more like they were here more than you.
Yeah. Okay. So basically.
Okay, guys, so we got a little too personal, so we had to cut that out because we don't want to start any more drama again.
Yeah,
and honestly, we don't even know if they're gonna watch it, but we don't want to include names or places or anything like that.
Yeah.
To keep it safe.
Okay, yeah, and I like remember this one time, like me and Chanvi actually like we got through this together, and so basically what happened was, we both really wanted to be a part of a friend group because
honestly, not really. We just wanted to be accepted.
Yeah, we wanted to be accepted by this friend group because they were in our school. We saw them outside of school, all this stuff, and it was like a mix of people. It wasn't just girls. It was also like guys. It was like a whole bunch of like people our age.
Yeah,
in our grade. And so, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they liked us that much. They didn't like us that much, and for us, we were sad because we wanted them to.
Honestly, it was our first time experiencing something like this, and it was very new too. Like we don't know how to handle any of these situations.
And I actually recently moved in, so when I was trying to be friends with them, and I saw that they're kind of picky on friends,
and we were still kids too.
Yeah.
We actually did not know how to handle stuff. So things took a turn. Those people started spreading rumors about me. Yes, I did say some stuff, obviously. Like, I was a very, like, gossipy person during that time. But the rumors that came out was actually not even me, like, not even true. And my closest friends started drifting away. Even my sister started drifting away. It was a whole big thing because guess what? They just didn't drift away. They got manipulated by other people, and it was like manipulated in like the most like innocent way. The most innocent way. Well, no one will think, oh yeah, like she just like, oh yeah, this person really manipulated these two people to just drift away. So I was very alone that time, like very alone. I used to sit alone in lunch. I used to cry. I got very sensitive during that time. I don't know. I usually don't cry, but like after that, very sensitive, hurt person. Like I got very soft, and this drama continued towards like
the end too.
To the end too. It was like a lot, and then like piece by piece.
And I'm not gonna lie, this group, the way that they worked is that half of them didn't like each other too.
Yeah.
So like some of them
very toxic.
Yeah, like in between the year they would come towards us and talk bad about the other people, and then the cycle would repeat.
Yeah, it's so bad. And oh my god, it was the worst time of my life. Oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm like I learned, but guess what? I'm actually glad it happened. I became such a mature person. Like I became way better. I started to like, I don't know, I completely renewed.
Yeah.
Turned into a new person. So, let's talk about healing in this process, because it's everything. It's something that a lot of people face, and nobody knows how to get through it unless you just live in life, right? So you're not broken, you're not a bad person, you're just stuck in a process, and no one taught you how to break this toxic pattern. But today we can finally start learning and start breaking it.
Yeah. And like for me, like the reason why I really like this episode is because like I really hope that people who are codependent, like, just let go of this trait, you know, especially like people that I have experiences with who act like this. I really do hope in the future that they learn to be with themselves.
Yeah.
Because if it keeps on going like this, your life will just become more toxic, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like, what are some steps on how to like?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into that. So basically, the one problem in this entire thing is you don't know how to be with yourself. You cannot stand a minute to be with yourself, because guess what? You don't understand your own self, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't spend time to understand yourself, who's gonna help you to break this? Okay, so it doesn't have to be consistent. Obviously, we would like you to be consistent over this, but you know what? Just start focusing on yourself a little more. Focus on your feelings more, acknowledge them, see what's wrong and right. And it's hard when you're going through something really hard, but really think about it in the most simplest way and be like, what are you feeling and how is this gonna help you in the future, right? Take yourself for a walk. A lot of grown-ups do solo dates, you know, like go alone anywhere, be with your family. Okay, that's still being alone, right? Have some distraction, like just with yourself. Just stay in your room alone. Everyone always stays in their room alone, right?
Yeah.
They're with their laptops or phones or doing something that they don't want to do except think about themselves and their mind, right? But just sit down for a bit, maybe before sleep or maybe in the morning, and just think about your feelings, your life, because that will really help you to see how you can manage your life and how to deal with it, right? It's not about being productive, it's to just be it and just be yourself, because that's when you start to realize who you actually are, and that's when you know what type of friends are supposed to come in your life and how you're supposed to perceive them or how you're supposed to be with them.
Yeah, I think a big thing is just like understanding how you react to emotions
and how you can be happy outside of other people,
like,
right?
Yeah. I think what you need to do is like start like finding out what ways you can control your emotions.
Yes.
You know, instead of like reacting big, find the root cause, because there's always a cause for acting that way.
Yeah.
People who are like lash out for me, like I'm somebody, if I am in an argument, sometimes I can say hurtful things, not because I want to hurt the person, but because I'm hurt inside.
Yeah.
There's it will be like something like I'm having a bad week and somebody's just like, hey Jisha, I don't really like what you're doing here. Normally when I'm having a regular week, I'll be, hey, okay, let's fix it. But if I'm having a bad week, I might lash out on them.
Yeah.
So like, instead of trying to be like, oh, they're trying to make my week worse, just see how you can make the situation better instead of reacting in those negative ways again. And it's so much easier said than done, like what we're saying right now. But it just comes from the fact that you're trying. Yeah. Literally like one step. This book literally says tiny changes, remarkable results. Like I'm just seeing the Atomic Habits book right in front of me. If you're watching the podcast, like on the video, there's a book right here and it just says tiny changes, remarkable results. Yeah. And that's like the truth behind it.
Yeah. Thing is, it's kind of in the beginning when you're trying to do this, it's kind of hard to acknowledge what triggers you, what calms you down, what makes you happy. But you just have to get used to being with yourself, and this will take a while. You will it's hard, but like it gets very easy. And the thing is, you need to learn how to put yourself first. That's the biggest thing. So basically, you just have to start building a friendship or a relationship with yourself, not with other people, but with yourself, right? And when you build relationships or friendships with other people, you start liking them, you start acknowledging them, you start caring about them. You should put that same effort on yourself, right? That's when you know, that's when you acknowledge what triggers you, what calms you down, what makes you happy, if people actually understand you. Whatever you give to others, put it on yourself, girl, or boy. Like, you do whatever you do to other people, put it on yourself. And also, whenever you're really mad, anxious, or don't know how to manage your feelings or control them, don't wait till you actually explode on someone or yourself. Just write down, or tell yourself in your head to what you feel before saying it out loud, so you don't make everything violent or bad and make another person hurt while also explaining your own feelings. And learn to say, if you want to communicate with other people or yourself, learn to say, I feel hurt because this is happening. Don't be like, I feel hurt because you're doing this and that, and because of you, my feelings are this, that. They don't make your feelings valid at all. And another thing, when you're being a therapist, or a therapist to your friends or other people, and you're putting all your energy on them, put that same type of energy on you, because you need it more than anyone else. And you are the only one who can actually teach yourself about that, unless you want to go to therapy.
And one thing I will say, once you start seeing yourself as a human, somebody who can, learn from things and mistakes, you start seeing other people as human, so you can, react with them more positively.
Yeah. Yeah. And always see, you need to start keeping boundaries, right? Boundaries is a very big thing. All this stuff is happening, you start to get to know yourself. That's when you know what is out of you, out of limit, or in your limit, right? So the boundaries are very important. And let me tell you this, just because you keep boundaries, healthy people, healthy friendships, healthy relationships won't leave you because you have boundaries. Exactly. It's the people who don't resonate with you at all. Healthy people will actually respect and build in with you in your boundaries. Yeah.
So if you let's say somebody who doesn't respect my boundaries, which is for me, one of my biggest boundary is just to keep I don't like arguments. I don't
drama.
Drama I can handle, but I just don't like arguments. So if something does happen when we have something that we don't agree on, if they react to me harshly and they start yelling at me, something like that, and I usually remain calm in those circumstances. And if they can't respect my wish to stay calm and communicating, then I will totally just leave.
Yeah.
And I know that they're unhealthy for that.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean being you have to share, in friendships, you have to share your opinions, right? If you don't like something that's going on,
and you have to be comfortable.
Yeah, and if they don't, if you don't like how one person is treating you in some sort of way, instead of yelling at them, be why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? You should be hey, this is what I'm feeling, and I think we should work this out so it could be better. That's when friendships grow, and you also get closer. Arguments are way different than communication, because arguing is when you're trying to put out the same thing, but in a way where the other person can't understand it, because it'll seem like arguing,
And arguments are just back and forth. It never comes to an end.
It never comes to an end, because that's the thing, when you, for example, I want to tell Jigisha something, and I feel uncomfortable, I don't know, whatever, okay? And I say bro, you've never done this, that, in an argument. I take the whole past to future and everything. I talk about that. No. Get straight to the point. Say what you're feeling about, and say that I feel like this, and I want you to treat me better like that. And then let's finish it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
And the healthy people will understand it, and they will try to, accept it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that was the end of today's podcast. And we hope that you enjoyed, always. But we have like so many ideas coming up
Yes.
for the year.
We might be inviting guests.
Guests over next episode. So stay tuned because they will share their stories, their insights, and we are excited to make this our dream.
And we also don't want you to get tired with us. We want to invite new people and new perspectives and new personalities so that this all these episodes can be more lively, and also you also not only get to learn yourself and to make time for yourself, but you also get to see other people's perspectives and their personalities, and you get to see a more broader aspect of life.
Because everyone has this different like experience.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bye, guys!